What's up, guys? So in this video we are going to see how to take the IRC, that is the system requirement checking test. Basically, if you have applied for TCS NQT test, then there will be a system requirement test, that is whether your system is capable of taking that test on online. So it is a mandatory test which should be taken by each and every candidate. Okay. So how we'll be taking that test, and the reasons why that test is important. So basically that test will be checking your system capabilities. Okay, so like it will be checking whether your system is whether it is 64-bit or 32-bit. Okay, and then what type of browser you are using, and what type of camera and mic you are using. So mic will be inbuilt anyway. Okay, so and other features it will be measuring with the help of their software. Okay, so there you need to just take the TCS IRC, that is information instrument readiness check. Okay, so once you have enrolled in their portal, that is TCS NQT, so first you have to do the registration. So after that you will be sent with a mail. So there they will provide all the required steps to complete the IRC check. Okay, so how that mail will look like and other things we'll be just seeing in a while. So stay tuned. Right, guys, so this is how their mail will look like. So dear, whatever the candidate name will be, they will specify here, and then they will just write like this. So this is a very detailed mail, and read the mail carefully or completely, I can say, to understand how to participate in the dry run check, that is DRC. Okay, so you may or may not have completed your infrastructure readiness check, that is IRC. So just now I have mentioned IRC, that is infrastructure readiness check. So if you have not done this one, then don't worry, there will be no problem. You can use this one, that is DRC, instead of IRC to check your system requirements. Okay, so but this is all right. Dry run check is a more comprehensive mock test that includes all the checks of IRC. Hence, even if you had not completed IRC, you can still participate in this DRC and ensure that your computer is ready for taking the exam online at home. Alright, so you could have understood this one. So if you have not taken DRC, then no problem, you can check in the okay. So if you have not taken IRC, then you can go for DRC at least. Okay, so that's optional IRC. So then what we'll be having, please use the link for the national qualifier test, that is NQT dry run check, NQT DRC. So scheduled for, so date they will be mentioning, and this is the exam link. Okay, so once you click on this one, then it will ask for the username and the password. Then if you put that username and password, then your exam will be starting. So that's the exam link, and username they have given. So at the time of registration you might have got, and now also they are sending. Okay, so password will be the 10-digit mobile number which you have used at the time of registration. All right, so please make sure that you are using the same number which you have used at the time of registration. So that's very important. And then alternatively, at your convenience, you can also download the suitable launcher from the below direct links and keep it ready and use for DRC. Okay, so to take DRC test at your systems, you should have these particular launchers. Okay, so this is for Windows, and this is a zip file, and if you want executable file, then you can click on this one. And if you are using Ubuntu operating system, then you can go for this link. And for Linux and Ubuntu, this is for 14 and this is for 32, you can use this one. So for Linux it is here, and then for Linux and Ubuntu 64-bit, this one you can see here. These are the links which they will provide. So for every student they will be sending. Alright, so once you click on this one and click on download again, then you will be having icon like this. So for Windows I am showing you, so IBA launcher, so it is showing like IBA launcher. So this is the executable file, and I have clicked on that one. So after that I got this one. So from this I need to give the exam. Alright, so this is how. So if you click on this one, then you will get that IBA launcher. Okay, So once you get that launcher, then see further steps what are there. So important, please do not use any of your social media username and password to login. So they're telling that to social media, you will be having different social media accounts, so don't use those things here. So participate in this round of dry run check is mandatory as it simulates the actual exam duration. So section and question pattern, and therefore is intended get you familiar with the actual exam setup. So it is like a mock test for your actual exam. If you have not been able to participate in the earlier IRC round, please mandatorily use the DRC to also check your computer compatibility to the test taking software. So as you may otherwise run a risk of not being able to take the actual exam next week. So we strongly recommend you participation in the DRC as per the given schedule. So this you can understand. So if you are not taken IRC, then at least take DRC, just telling again. So in case you have faced any technical issues, then you can contact them, and your test timings will be giving. Okay, so 180 minutes test will be there, so please complete the registration on time. So this is very important, guys. Your registration time is before half an hour the actual DRC or a test time, so you should register at 7:30, otherwise you will not be able to write the exam. So I'm repeating, if you go and open this link at 8 o'clock, then you will be not able to give the exam, as the registration time was 7:30 and you missed the registration. So without registration you can't attend the exam. So that's very important, and you should register on time at 7:30. All right. So next, starting on time is critical as this. Okay, so you should not start at 8:10. You should start at 8 o'clock sharply, because it is a 180-minute test, and you should have proper timing window. So they are given 8 to 11, so you should not take 8:30 to 11:30, so it will not allow. And if you are late, if you are starting at 8:30, the exam will not start at all, so it will say your time has expired and now you can't log in. Okay, so that's the thing, and you will not be, so you can see it, you will not be allowed to log in to DRC post the started time. All right, so system specific requirements. What are all the system specific requirements which they expect from us? The system from which you will take the exam must have the following: working webcam and microphone. All right, so you should have a microphone with a webcam. Then exam launcher for the respective operating system downloaded before taking the mock test. Okay, so you should have a launcher, all told. Then recommended browser, Google Chrome with browser zoom set to 100%. Okay, so your browser zoom should be set to 100%. So you can see here, zoom I have set it to 100%. So like this, if you click on these three dots here, you can see the zoom. So you should set it to the 100%. And now I am using Chrome itself, so it should be Chrome, or you can use Mozilla Firefox as well. Alright, so minimum internet speed 2 megabytes per second Mbps, minimum 100 MB of free disk space to download a 45 MB file, which is required to launch the assessment. Okay, so launcher download details provided in this mail. Alright, so mobile phones are not allowed to take in the exam. Okay, so you should not be using any electronic gadget while giving the exam. So there is a software which will catch you if you take any other, if you do some mistakes there. Okay, so they will be having an eye on you. Then please click on the self-explanatory video link for further details. So they will be providing they will provide so a video link where you can see and learn how to take the exam. So steps to complete, so you can see here what are all the steps. So click on the link for launcher, so you just click on this one and you will get the launcher. Okay, so type in login credentials provided in the space and as directed in this mail. So they will give some directions there, and you have to enter your login credentials, login ID and password. Note down the unique key generated. So there will they will provide you a token, unique key, so which you should copy there. Okay, so you should copy that one and paste it in the launcher itself. So download the launcher applicable to your operating system. So you should download the launcher, then extract, just execute it or install it, then start the launcher when it is time for the exam. Input the unique key, so you have to unique key, the unique key which you have generated at the time of registration, so you have to paste it here, that is in the launcher. So that's very important. You should not come without copying that one, otherwise you will lose the exam. So you should copy the second step. Okay, so note down, I mean third step you have to copy that token or unique key, then you have to paste it in the seventh step. Alright, so select the browser and click launch to start the assessment. So you should select which browser you want to use and then launch the assessment. Click run anyway. So sometimes system will ask if you want to permit this particular program to execute in your system. So you should click and run anyway, and then if you are not able to start the assessment within 10 minutes, and you should try. So what happens if I won't copy this unique key generated, and I come to when I come to seventh step, I will come to know that okay, so I need a token or unique key here. So at that time, don't be panic, you just go to the step one again, and then again you put your login credentials, then again there will be generation of other unique key. So copy at least that one and paste in the seventh step, there will be no problem for you. Alright, so then launcher applicable is same for Windows 7 and 10. Okay, so the launcher which is used for 7 will be used for 10 again. Okay, so there is no special launcher for 7 and 10, same launcher is there. And for Ubuntu 14 and 16 the same thing applies. Kindly note that you have requested to take the test in a digital mode from home. The success of this exam will depend on a robust hardware, compute and bandwidth at your end. We will make sure our best effort to make your exam experience is good. Alright, so it is our own risk. Alright, so this is how we will be taking the IRC, or I can say DRC check of the TCS NQT. So I hope you like this video and found it useful, and if you have any doubt in this one, please guys do comment, and if you are visiting first time in this channel, then please do subscribe and hit the like button. Alright, see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.